Hi, my name is Rachel,
I'm Jaylen.
and this is nice, pretty cool.
Hey, debut.
Yeah. So this is a our like little, I guess,
Yeah, it's just
art
a little
project thing.
fun art project.
Yeah,
Spend time
because
together.
spend time together. So since we're a long distance couple, um, we figured that it would be pretty fun to try and actually make YouTube videos and challenge ourselves to do certain things.
Yeah.
So this is our first video, our first challenge. We're in. We draw each other in styles that, or manga or anime styles that we like.
Mm-hmm.
So
So we it's also our Valentine's gifts to each other. So it's a fun
how cute!
it's a fun
How
little thing.
sweet!
Yeah, it's really sweet. We're just the best. All internet couples bow before us and our mighty powers.
Are
I
we gonna
guess.
start with your video?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Cool.
So I chose a style that I like, that I'm not too not too similar to my own though. It's pretty different, and I chose Chika Umino.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, I sure did. I picked her because I know that Rachel really likes her, and also,
Oh, she's like my favorite.
and for anybody that doesn't know, she's the mangaka for Honey and Clover, March Comes In Like a Lion,
Yes, all those classics.
yeah,
You know, all the
Eden
ones
of
that
the
make you
East.
cry.
She was the character designer
Yes.
for Eden of the East. So any manga or anime you've watched where there's a girl with a big frog mouth and then giant
Frog.
blob tears, all that kind of stuff. That's her.
It's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah. And I chose her because I thought it'd be fun. You know, there's a nice softness to all of her work. There's
That
everything.
is true. It's very different from your own
It's all
style,
very
actually.
gentle, and I wanted to try because I like really bold lines and just
Yeah.
really
I feel bad now because I really copped
fun
out
stuff.
on
But
mine.
no, it's okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
here we go, and I will start on 3, 2, 1. So I just kind of went ahead and did a real basic pose. Just had Rachel with her hands up, waving at me. Something that I did that was really difficult for me was I like all of her characters, not like super fashionable, but it's more than I had thought about beforehand.
Yeah.
So I had to really figure out what I was going to make you wear.
Oh, it's okay.
And
I
then
was also struggling with mine, so you know.
yeah. But so I just put a little skirt, got the semblance of a sweater there. Had to toss in a hand, just the default hand that I always do. So I kind of faked that a little bit. You can see here me trying to hide the other one because I really don't want to draw it. So I stuck it behind you.
Strats. Oh my god, I did exactly the same strat on mine. You'll see. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, and then
But
another
looks
thing that
so cute.
she really does is she has like these very like thin, gentle strokes for all the hair, especially on long-haired characters. That I don't usually do. I usually do like a giant block of a giant spiky chunk of hair. So that was a fun thing to try and figure out, and it's gonna bite
Double
me.
jacket on.
It's gonna bite me when I try and color in those bangs. But I was basing this a lot on some stuff from her art books, which are a lot of like colored pencil illustrations and like watercolor paintings.
Yeah. She does love her like color pencils and like her watercolor. Especially like for the face. That's how she can like really get that gentle blush.
Yeah,
That's her signature
and
in her style.
I really tried to emulate the things I thought were most
and
important.
the lashes too.
Yeah, the eyelashes are very apparent in all of her girls. They're all very, very pretty, and they all seem very nice.
Yes, they're all very gentle.
Yeah, everybody's really gentle. So I found a nice like pencil brush in Clip Studio that I was messing around with that I kind of liked.
Oh, did you just do this all in Clip Studio?
Yeah, I did everything in Clip,
Gotcha.
which is different for me. I also usually like sketch and Procreate and then finish in Clip. Don't really ask me why. It's just what I do. I can't help myself.
Oh, I love it. I love the classic strat of like, if you can't put the hand behind the person, it's like in the pocket. I
shoved it in a pocket. I went back to middle school for a bit, shoved that hand right in that pocket. It's a skirt with pockets, dude. Why not? So now I'm just putting in some of the final details for the jacket, and you're gonna see in a bit me trying to figure out what brush to render this with, because there was one piece in particular I was really trying to emulate, and that was this girl standing beneath like some sakura trees, and it was all watercolored, because this is actually my second version of this. I did one, finished it, exported the video, and looked at it and said I hate it. So I did
it. Yes, you did tell me that. You were like, I hate this. I'm gonna redo it.
I'm gonna redo the whole thing.
Oh, should I redo mine? Because I felt so bad, because I was like, oh no. Did I not put enough effort?
No. This is purely just me. So I found this marker brush that I thought kind of matched some of her like work for the actual like manga. So like Honey and Clover. I looked at the manga a lot. There's a lot of flowers in all of her work too, and also they just make everything look a little nicer. So I tossed those in, and yeah, now it's just gonna be me kind of rendering this out, and you'll see me decide how far I want to go. I almost didn't even add shadows. I thought it looked really nice kind of with just the flat colors.
Yeah.
And I was gonna add in some highlights, but eventually I do go back on that, and I toss in just a few, anime style shadows here and there, just add a little depth. And here's where it gets real crazy. I try and do a bunch of stuff with the line art, and I try and color it in. I try and do a bunch of stuff. I toss in a pink background just to really get it going, see what I can do. And I found a sunflower brush for some backgrounds.
I love sunflowers. Sunflowers are my favorite flowers.
And then doing some filters, tossing it in.
Oh, Jaylen, you really did it. You really did so much.
I did the whole thing. And there we go.
Like you nailed it.
Yeah, do you? Thank you.
Yeah, like you really did push yourself, I feel like. Because this is not what you usually draw. You usually like really dynamic lines and like poses and all that. And for you to like
I reined it in.
Something a little bit more, I guess, feminine or
I tried to be
gentler,
soft
or, like...
for you. I was a soft boy. I was in my feelings. I was all sad and alone because I just came back home. And I was like, you know what?
Oh, baby.
All right, so now that's mine, and now we got Rachel's.
Count me down, baby.
Are you gonna tell us about what you chose, or do you want me to?
Oh yeah, I totally
give it a surprise.
So what I chose is a style that's very similar to my own personal style. I chose Kubo.
Nice.
Kubo.
Hey, that's our boy.
You know, we all know who Kubo is.
But for the people
Bleach.
I was like, for the people who don't.
Yeah, the creator of Bleach and stuff. I really love his like, just the faces that he draws. I love him. He's a major inspiration in my own personal style, which is why I chose him, because I was just like, at the time I was not feeling so like, I didn't really want to challenge myself too much, but I wanted to do something super fun. But
that's all. Yeah, that's really what art should be anyway. You should be trying to have fun.
Yeah, so I drew Jaylen in the style of Kubo's style, so basically Bleach. So I drew him.
We'll see.
Yeah, you will see.
We'll see. All right, so you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. So,
all right, there we go. That strong neck.
Here's Jaylen. I usually just start with like a very basic skeleton or whatever, and I just immediately put the flesh on it. I don't really put any shapes or whatever. I just go for it because it's a better idea of what the end outcome will be.
Oh yeah.
So that's
look at me.
Look at that face.
Look at my big old head.
I had to be true to it.
Oh.
And so when I was sketching this, I was like, it feels so empty. So I added in his cat Flame as his vice captain. Because then I drew Jaylen as a Shinigami.
My boy.
So I added Flame as his vice captain, and Jaylen would be the captain.
Oh my god.
And I also wanted to try the whole anthropomorphic characters that Kubo usually would draw.
Oh, like the fox boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. Look at him.
I'm very glad. I was also struggling with the coat. Yeah, I was struggling with the coat too because I was just like, should he just have the regular coat, or should he just have should I just rip it off? Because I feel like that's kind of more of your style.
Yeah, I should look homeless.
And see, I did the thing with the arm. I hid the arm behind the sword because I didn't want to draw it.
Yeah, you had to put a hand on a hilt? That's ridiculous. Why would I ever do that? It's too much work.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't want to do that. So a lot of the time that I spent working on this piece was definitely on the sketch and on the line art because, of course, Kubo's stuff.
He's a mangaka, so
exactly. He's got really strong line work, and I really wanted to emulate that. Even more so than my typical style. So I still was challenging myself. There was also a lot of revisions even after the line art was quote unquote done. So I changed a lot. I added a lot of details on Flame's face. There you go. He looks so rugged.
There's a lot of details I need you guys at home to understand that she's added in. My sleepy dead eyes, my busted up ear.
Yeah.
All these things. They're very little, but they bring the whole thing together. I love it.
Yeah, so I didn't want it to just look like a regular dude, right? So I added a lot of details of your actual face, your mole and your ear and how your eyes look, and Yeah.
Oh man, look at those
Remember
big,
the time where I asked you what your favorite number was?
Oh, is that why you put the 7?
Yeah, this is why I put the 7. Yeah, see, with the sleeves, I even did a revision because then I looked at more of Kubo's work, and I tried to emulate how he drew Ichigo's sleeves and all that, especially in action-y shots.
Were you thinking early Bleach, or you think later? Because it does look really different towards the end.
Yeah, it's this is more of early Bleach kind of inspiration, because your face isn't pointy enough.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Bleach. Yeah, in early Bleach, he does look a lot younger, and then as he goes on, he's like, "What if I made everybody just sharp and kind of hot?"
Yeah, exactly. And then I added shadows as well and cross hatching because I looked a lot at the splash pages that he would make for chapter breaks and all that, and a lot of them were Copic drawings. So I tried to just emulate the same style where if I was gonna render this, I would do it the same way as Copic markers.
Oh, it's leaving the white space. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. I left out the white spaces and all that, and gave you a blue sword.
Oh.
And I added the little paw prints.
Look at him.
Yeah, so here it is.
I'm gonna have to save this. This is this is my new wallpaper. You finally did it. You found a new one.
You're the seventh, captain, the 7th company, with your vice captain Flame.
Yeah, and they find me in my quarters, just petting him on the head.
Yeah, and then he'll just be like,
"Get away from me,
don't pet me,
please."
Leave me alone.
I am cursed.
Exactly. You're
this...
like, it's like the same type of like relationship where it's like you overly express your affection for the other person, but then the other person doesn't really want it, but then secretly they do.
My favorite ship dynamic.
Yeah.
Me and my cat.
But here it is. Here's my
This is
piece.
Amazing. I love this. This is so good.
I'm glad. I was kind of really excited when I was drawing this. I was like, oh man, Jaylen's gonna love this, because like, you know, I added in flame, I added in like the number thing and like little pop words, just like silly stuff, because like even in Kubo's work, he would like add graphic elements to it, or just like overall kind of goofiness. So yeah.
I totally get it. I love this. This is great.
Awesome.
This is so fun.
Glad. I'm so glad.
I'm at a loss for words. This is so good. Thank you.
Yay. Well, I guess that's all our videos then, right?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So you want to just start like doing an outro? Unless you were trying to do that and I ruined the segue.
I totally was. You totally ruined.
Whoops. Cutting that.
Okay.
Maybe. It might be funny. I'll leave it in. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, so that's our first art challenge. For the second art challenge, we'll have to workshop it.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you have any suggestions.
Yeah, leave suggestions down in the comments.
We're just gonna leave some of our socials also on the description. If you guys want to follow us and see our own artwork separate from this channel, leave suggestions on the next art challenge, or we'll just come up with our own.
Yeah. And I don't think all these videos will be challenges. Like we said, we're workshopping this. It's new. It's this project that we're currently just working the kinks out of.
Fun stuff.
So maybe sometimes it'll be, you know, live drawings. Sometimes we'll do these pre-recorded time-lapse things, but
ooh, live drawing.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So
yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you saw all this and thought, nice.
Yes,
cool.
Exactly.
Maybe all this is pretty cool. we'll get
Bye.
Bye.